Hello and welcome to Revsportz. I'm Gargi Raut. The action between India versus South Africa moves from Cuttack to Chandigarh now in Punjab, and I am here to give you all the updates. But for today, the theme of the video is if India were to play a T20 World Cup match tomorrow, who are the guaranteed starters and which spots are still genuinely open in India's playing 11. There are only 2 months to go, only a few matches ahead of the World Cup, and India still don't have a settled playing 11. If we look back at the last match that India had in T20Is, the 101-run win versus South Africa only a few days ago, it was dominance personified. But at the same time, the top order is still unresolved. But today we break down which spots are locked when it comes to India's playing 11 and which 3 positions are still up for grabs if India had to play a World Cup match tomorrow. A quick recap of the game. India struggled early on, 48 for the loss of 3 wickets, but it was Hardik Pandya who was coming after an injury layoff since the Asia Cup, who came back with a 59 not out of 28 to completely change the game around. Jitesh Sharma and Shivam Dube both had contributions and cameos down the order, but nothing huge, nothing as impactful as Hardik Pandya. Indian bowlers went on to destroy South Africa, Arshdeep striking early on, Bumrah, of course, getting past that 100-run milestone in T20 as the first Indian bowler to get past 100 wickets in every single format. And if you talk about the spinners, Varun Chakravarti and Akshar Patel were able to extract a lot of control. And Dube, of course, Shivam Dube then came in and got the last wicket. India won by 101 runs, but wins don't answer selection questions at the top as of now. This match told us something very, very clear. Some players are automatic picks and some positions are still creating headaches. Now, if we look at the players that are sure shot starters, of course, Abhishek Sharma, who can question his place at the top. Next is Hardik Pandya. Even after that long injury layoff, Hardik Pandya is as clutch as ever. Akshar Patel, with his all-round abilities, will obviously keep his place. So will Arshdeep Singh because of his bowling and the impact and penetration that he has. Jasprit Bumrah, no questions asked, and Varun Chakravarti as well. If we talk about Tilak Varma, he seems backed, but is his place 100% because he hasn't been able to get those sort of opportunities to really perform out there. There's been a lot of pressure on Tilak Varma, but now the real story here is the 3 positions where India still don't have clarity. Now, of course, spot number 1, Shubman Gill, the vice captain, and this is where the most questions are. Let's talk about his T20I struggles. There have been no 50-plus scores since the Asia Cup return for the vice captain. The impact is clearly missing from Shubman Gill. He has had, some knocks, 47 versus Pakistan in the Asia Cup, 46 versus Australia at the Gold Coast, but it's not been consistent enough. He has brilliant IPL numbers, but underwhelming T20I numbers. Now, there is a dilemma here, and this is a question that is asked on social media quite a lot. If Shubman Gill wasn't the vice captain, would he be an automatic starter in the game? There are quite a few, especially Yashasvi Jaiswal, who challenges his place at the top of the order. He is not in the squad currently, but he is a strong left-handed option. And of course, the number 2 position that we will talk about is the captain, unfortunately. Surya Kumar Yadav, the captain versus the batter. What is going on there? Captaincy record when it comes to Surya Kumar Yadav is brilliant. In fact, it is an excellent record, but batting form in 2025 has been poor. Average strike rate of 127. He has a strike rate of 127. His average has been 15.3 and under 200 runs all year. Surya Kumar Yadav isn't rusty, but he isn't converting those innings at the moment. Does captaincy secure his spot, or does he need to play his way into the playing 11 like everyone else? And this is a concerning question to ask at the moment. The number 3 spot here is of the wicketkeeper, Jitesh Sharma versus Sanju Samson, a debate that keeps raging on. Now, of course, when we talk about Jitesh Sharma, he brings in that finisher profile, a lot of explosiveness down the order, a lot of high-intent batting, a rare skill set for India at number 6 and 7. He's brilliant behind the wickets as well. He took 4 catches in that last game against South Africa behind the wickets, which tells you just how good Jitesh Sharma is. Not only that, he's been clinical in some DRS calls as well. Even in IPL, he's been one of those wicket keepers that has been trusted with taking brilliant DRS calls. Versus Sanju Samson, who is better overall. He has more experience but gets blocked because Gill's presence forces Sanju to the bench. When he did open with Abhishek, he looked excellent, but opportunities have now dried up for Sanju Samson. Now, the key issue here is this isn't about Jitesh versus Sanju. It's about the overall combination. And if Gill stays, Sanju sits. If Gill goes out, Sanju comes back into the playing 11. Because really, the question that we need to ask here is whether or not Sanju Samson will be able to play as impactful as innings when he comes down the order. If suppose he is put into place versus Jitesh Sharma, or rather in place of Jitesh Sharma as the wicketkeeper in the team, will Sanju Samson bring in the same kind of effect that Jitesh Sharma brings in lower down the order? Because we know that when Shubman Gill is in the team, that opening spot is reserved for him. The next spot that we will talk about is Shivam Dube versus Rinku Singh. Has Shivam Dube done enough to secure a place in the playing 11? Yes, he gives you handy overs. Yes, even in that Asia Cup final, he played a brilliant partnership with Tilak Verma to win that final. Decent T20I returns, but he's not been stand out. He is good versus spin. He is less effective versus pace, but not an all-phase hitter. Whereas if we look at Rinku Singh, he has outstanding T20I numbers. He averages 42.30, has a strike rate of 161, is a proven finisher. We've seen him do that over and over again. He is consistent, and he is a consistent match winner as well. So if we look at the core dilemma, do you pick balance with Dube's over, or do you pick pure finishing abilities and the impact that Rinku Singh brings lower down the order? And of course, when we talk about the semi-locked names, Tilak Verma is one of them. Like I said earlier in the video as well, Tilak Verma has been undergoing a lot of pressure because we've seen the kind of fragility that there is at the top of the order, and when that top order is unable to build the foundation, it is Tilak Verma who has to more than often come in and save the day. He has to come and bail the team out. Last time it was Hardik Pandya. In the Asia Cup final, it was Tilak Verma forming that partnership with Shivam Dube, but not every day will there be a player or a batter who comes in from the lower order and saves the day for India or bails the team out. It's not going to happen every single time. So if we look at the open spots, it's Shubman Gill, it's Surya Kumar Yadav, and the wicket keepers, and of course Dube versus Rinku. A lot of questions still need answering, and this is India's World Cup at home. But if I ask you, does India have it settled playing 11? Do you have an answer? Do you know your starting 11, or do you still think there are places up for grabs? Let me know in the comments, and of course don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel, and keep interacting with us. We'll be back with more very soon.